About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's be free with me. Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubt.
Hello brothers and sisters, today let me present you one of my latest sketch, watch from Grand SEIKO, what was on my list since a really long time, and somehow I haven't pulled the trigger until now, but now I get one on a really great price. And at the beginning I have to tell, if you checking the used watch market, the price of the Grand SEIKO pieces, for example the price of this piece and some other stainless steel or titanium pieces, but mainly the elegant but also sporty Grand SEIKO pieces with a stainless steel or titanium bracelet, are definitely rising. Maybe this is because of the whole watch market situation, and you know, I guess everybody know, Patek Philippe, AP, Rolex watches, not enough. Second-hand prices are at the heaven, on those high levels what we have never experienced before, and this effect must affect the prices of the lower reputed brands like Grand SEIKO, stainless steel or titanium, so metallic models, and also Girard-Perregaux and Chopard pieces and Tudor and so on. Lots of brands and lots of pieces what are similar in some way to the most wanted AP, Patek and Rolex and Vacheron Constantin pieces nowadays. The prices of these models are rising, so I guess I just pulled the trigger right in time. This is the outer paper box. There is a nice silver edge here. If you remove it, you see the classic Grand SEIKO paper, sealed paper, what is the correct name? So it's very strong paper with nice texture, and also this is good for removing the watch from the inner box. Inside we see here, maybe this is the warranty. The watch is from 2018 from Madrid, from Spain, as you see, and of course inside we find some booklets here, and I guess the correct place of the card is there. And inside there is nothing more. Solid but nice, not over complicated packing. So let's open the box. This one is paper too, but covered with leather. Grand SEIKO and sign there, and as you see, the nice silver edge is around the box too. And there you find the watch. Yes, this is the famous so-called snowflake with spring drive movement and high intensity titanium case and bracelet. I love the watch very much. We will see the watch closer soon. In the box there is a little pillow. I have a little something and this is covered with silk, I guess, and there you see some more silk with the nice brand SEIKO logo in silver. So let's get to the watch from closer. Alright, so this piece is definitely not easy to capture with a camera. You or I or no one will be able to capture the lightness, the light wave of this watch. The watt is 40 millimeter wide at case, I guess, or maybe 41 if I remember well. It's definitely not thick because this must be around 13 millimeters, so it's not a typical thick watch. But, and of course the bracelet is metallic and even the very nicely done clasp is metallic too. But this is titanium, so-called high intensity titanium from Grand SEIKO. This is very good because super nice. As you see on the video, this is not the typical gray titanium. This is nearly shine and looks like stainless steel used in watchmaking. So very nicely done. This is a great alloy and super light wave. I haven't measured the correct weight yet, but by my feel, because I have lots of titanium pieces, this must be under 100 grams, so this is around 80 or 90 grams, I guess. And this is very cool on wrist and also in hands, because this is super lightweight but not feel cheap and not feel like plastic. So to the point is this amazing dial, what is made of paper. So Japanese watchmakers in Grand SEIKO factories in Japan take these special Japan paper, maybe rice paper, if that is the correct word and phrase, and they are putting like origami, little bit of origami. So they use a technique and they create this amazingly snowflake like effect on the dial from paper. This is ultra cool and this is made by hand, every single pieces. I guess that's why the snowflake is definitely the most popular Grand SEIKO piece ever, I guess, at least in the European and Western markets. And as you see, the texture of the dial is very nice. This is a little bit under the radar because it's not easy to see, definitely from far away. So this is not for others, this is for yourself. This is emotional and this will build a connection between you and between your watch. And that is the dial what you will staring at it and will looking it for hours and hours every day, because hard to get bored with this. Always there is a little different something you can spot on it, and all the dials are a bit different from these watches because with hand the result won't be twice similar in 100%. So I try to capture it on the camera. I guess this is amazing. And on the dial there are the applied or staked indexes and also the hands and the blue hand, that is the running second hand. As you see, this is floating like a river because the watch powered by a cool Grand SEIKO spring drive movement. And the hand is heated to this blue color, matching the watch style, very cool. All the hands and the indexes are highly polished with Zaratsu polishing. The hands looks like, for example, a katana or samurai swords, absolute sharp It looks beautiful. No loom applied here because this is mainly an elegant piece. But I guess this reflective dial and this beautifully done whole look is amazing. Spring drive return with blue on the dial. And there is, you see, what is the name? A power reserve indicator and also a date we got there. And the bezel is highly polished with Zaratsu too. Some edges are highly polished with Zaratsu technique. Zaratsu technique, and of course this case of the watch is highly polished too, but there are lots of, mainly on the bracelet and the clasps, lots of brushed parts, and also inner links are highly polished, edges are highly polished, super nicely done. The watch is just like a little gem or a diamond. I like it a lot. And so to the Zaratsu polishing, you know, that is the way when they are creating surface reflective like high-end mirrors. So not any disorientation, or how to say, on the surfaces. Perfectly done mirror surfaces on the watch. This is Zaratsu polishing. What names come from a German machine what SEIKO bought and mastered the polishing technique with that machine. What was named very similar like Zaratsu. So this is it. This is the clasps. Very nice GS sign there. Open like heaven. And there you see the nice movement. On the sapphire case back there is a, maybe there you see a holographic like Grand Seiko sign or logo, what is very lightly seeable, but very cool if you check it. Of course there is the big rotor with magic lever, what means this rotor charge the watch very highly effective. And if you see the movement, the finish is really high-end if you ask me. Bridges and edges are very nicely polished by hand, and you see the, oh, that's a wheel I won't remember in English, but that is what regulates the watch. And you know, a quartz oscillator is connected to that wheel, what regulates the watch and gives the ultra high precision of this movement. But this is a mechanical movement. Only one thing is different, there is no balance wheel and balance, but no battery here. So this is it. If we, because we have got here a screw in crown and 100mm water resistant, so you can wind the watch, and if you wind, you see the what the fuck, you see the power reserve indicator hand shows it's charged. One click, let's start with 2 click, it will manipulate the hands, and 2 click will move the date, and then just screw back, easily screw, perfectly done. And let's see the watch on wrist now. Here we go. Perfect. Maybe a little bit small on my 21cm wide wrist, but I like it a lot and it feels like heaven. The bracelet is something super nice. Also the clasp is very nice too, very elegant and very luxury. Dial is amazing. Really a little bit sporty, but mainly elegant piece. So thank you for watching and see you later.